Disadvantage. Roll. And it's a 2. Sigh. And then I'm actually going to take some movement. Move over to there, and that will constitute my turn.
Okay. The dragon is going to storm over to Vesmir.
Wait. It still has to make a wisdom saving
throw.
throw.
Oh my god, no, it has to make a constitution saving throw first because it's still bathed in ridiculous moonlight.
Tuxedo Ken!
Well, we return to the adventuring party deep underneath the Stone Tooth Mountain, having fought their way past orcs, troglodytes, encountering a roper, before discovering the key that led into the ancient dwarven forge, long since abandoned, where you found a group of Durgar trying their earnest to recreate these ancient fabled weapons. Upon further exploration of the foundry remains, scenes of a great battle between dwarf and orc were evident everywhere. English. And encountered some ghosts and skeletons left over from the battle long ago. Having fought some orc skeletons that reanimated, coming face to face with the succubus and questioning her before eventually
killing her dead.
Yeah, killing her. Another appropriate word. And then adventuring down to the final sinkhole, deep within the mountain. The thundering spray fills this chamber. The water pooling at the base of the long shaft and flows out to join a larger river to the north. A millennia of spray from this mineral-laden water has built enormous crystal gardens at the base of the waterfall. The air is damp and the roar of the waterfall is deafening. There's a broad ledge that leads north towards the river and then turns out of sight to the east. The muddy bank of this pool looks disturbed by tracks of some kind. I believe the party did roll last time to identify or to notice the tracks.
I think so, and I feel like you told us what they were, and now I don't remember what they were.
I don't think you told us what they were yet, just that they were fresh.
Oh, maybe you're right.
They were about a day or two old, and they appeared to be like alligator creature or something like that.
Large reptilian creature with 4 feet and a long tail.
There it is. Also, before we kick on, the loot you missed in the shrine room was 280 gold and 2 spell scrolls. I forgot to ask about those earlier, sorry. What were the 2 spell scrolls?
Uno momento.
Scroll of Moonbeam.
Yeah, I can transcribe that into my...
yeah.
phone.
Oh,
Did
yeah,
this
you
got
could.
two
It'd
of
be awesome. Yeah, it'd
Need
be sick.
a Tech 2 Moonbeam.
Tech 2 Moonbeam? Yeah, that sounds good.
Was that what it was? Like, I remember Tyee left a little, right at the end, and we were talking about something. We were like, "Oh, we'll go over that when with everybody with Tyee was there." Is it this?
Yeah, this is what we're talking about. Kelly said he told us that it was.
Which firm was it?
The shrine room where we.
Okay.
It's in the bones.
Okay, that's right.
Yeah.
So the orcs looted the shrine for the most part. And it does look like potentially a couple of the defenders fell with valuables in their possession, kind of scattered under the bone pile. It's like maybe one fell on top of another, hiding this from the looting orcs. And you found a sack that holds 280 gold pieces and a bone case that contains a spell scroll.
A spell scroll?
It contains 2 spell scrolls.
Are they folded? Are they rolled? I mean,
they're rolled.
Okay.
Hey, if they're rolled, let's smoke them.
There is no need for this. I'm sure once I have transcribed them, you can do as you wish.
Oh, do you
Really?
know what they are?
Roll me an
Uh,
Arcana check.
I'll help.
Sure.
I don't need to, but I'll help.
Alright, well, first roll was a 22. I can roll again
Nope, you're fine.
for a 20.
The spells, after kind of studying them over, one looks to be a spell scroll of web and a spell scroll of spider climb.
Yes, so it seems that we have spider climb and we have web spell, which is quite nice. This is something that definitely could be used going forward. Once I transcribe them to my spellbook, then I'm happy to give to whoever would such like a thing. Do those scrolls have a level?
I'm sorry.
Do those spells have a level?
They do not. I mean, it is just the base level of that spell.
Go. No worries.
Well, gentlemen, these tracks head off in this direction. I think we should go. Well, I mean, we came down here with purpose. We might as well
Wait,
follow our purpose.
what's our purpose?
As well, we came here on request of the Baron to find dwarven artifacts, and it seems that the exploring continues.
We have gone down this long shaft. We should keep going.
You've gone down this long
Likely.
shaft.
Likely more treasure to be found.
No, I hope so.
So as you approach this this dwarven bridge, the architecture is clearly dwarven. There's a fast-moving river that roars from east to west under the stone bridge. As you cross the bridge, a short distance, you notice that there's a ledge that leads east that kind of bends to the south, and a second bridge surmounts the river that you can see. I say you can see. That you can see.
Yep, we can now see that.
Yeah, then the river continues east off. Sorry, hold on. Yeah, it flows from east to west. So, where would you like to go?
Are we following the tracks? Which way do those go?
Those lead off to the east.
Well, there's a path to the east. If we were to go any other way, it would likely be in the water.
This is possibly the visor of the choices.
You don't want to send your rat down the ledge to see what's that way?
Sorry, you said the water runs from east to west?
That is correct. At quite the pace.
Well, that certainly is seemingly a good idea. It worked last time, it should work this time. So I take the familiar from my shoulder and I gently place him down into the running water and just let him flow on to the west.
Okay. So he disappears, flowing down the river, passing under the bridge that you just crossed, and heads off to the west. Before arriving in a little bit of an open chamber where the river just plunges into the stone and disappears down a dark hole.
And before that happens, I bamf him back.
Okay.
What'd you see?
Well, it seems to go down further and then down deeper, that is for sure. But there seems to be some walkable trails to the left of the river. But I mean, we can always come back for this.
Okay, just keep in mind.
So, Ty, right before Kalbren steps onto the bridge, you notice that this one's not quite in the same condition as the one that you just crossed. You see some of all the fine stone work from the dwarven hands. You see a few of the stones look deteriorated, the mortar chipped. You get the feeling that the bridge is severely weakened.
Please be careful, gentlemen. This bridge is much weaker than the last one. It seems that the quality in the construction has decreased dramatically. I propose at least one at a time.
I'm going to just visually inspect to see if it looks safe enough for one at a time to cross.
Roll me an investigation.
Not perception. My hope was to
Or
try to...
perception if you're just kind of glancing with your eyes.
That's that. Yeah. Ah, screw it. Physical dice, go! Don't screw me over. Yep, they did. That. I rolled a 2, which I think is still only like... Oh, that's a 7.
It might hold one person.
He rolled perception.
Yes.
I'll come up to the edge of the bridge and I'll investigate and see if I can kind of get a check.
You can see that the damage is quite extensive. The cracks in the mortar run deep into the bridge's foundations. If any more than one creature, or even a creature with wearing heavy armor, were to step on the bridge, it would probably collapse into the fast-rushing water.
So you're saying if anybody wearing heavy armor stepped onto the bridge, they would probably
Collapse the bridge, yes. Or if more than one person enters onto the bridge.
Talgar, come back here, please. Talgar, come back this way quickly, please. Talgar, this armor, is it heavy that you're wearing?
Yeah, it's pretty heavy.
Does somebody have something they could do about his heavy person? He cannot cross this bridge. It will collapse.
Yeah, you can. I can. So first off, I can bring a rope across to help, and then our little Vesmir over here he likes to make things float and be light and stuff. So does he have the power to do that to you guys?
Well, yes, this is something that can be done, but also I can reinforce the bridge, and I cast Mold Earth and I do it about 2 or 3 times to see if I can reinforce the structure with compacted earth and soil from around.
It looks a little bit more sturdy, although it is a dwarven bridge. It is quite heavy, and the damage to the mortar and it is quite extensive. So, but it looks to be stronger than it was.
Very well. To be safe, as everybody goes across, I adjust density, and I make them half their usual weight.
So is everybody proceeding across the bridge?
Let me go first. That way I do the minimal amount of damage.
All right, Vinny. You cross the bridge with ease. It feels quite sturdy under your feet.
Hey, all right.
I will follow him.
As with you, the bridge feels quite sturdy under your feet.
Thanks, Vesmir.
Yes, you're very deft, very good.
Very welcome. As I cast it, every time I cast it onto one person, it drops from the previous person.
Right. So who's next?
You guys just look around and say, Should we secure a rope just in case?
I offered to bring one over.
Well, we're halfway now, gentlemen. You're literally half as heavy as you were before.
All right.
Don't you feel better? Don't you feel good?
I'm kind of scared.
Here. I'm gonna keep a close eye on the bridge and just see if it starts giving way when anyone starts coming over.
Okay. You pass with ease. You do notice, Tyee, a few crumbles of rock and dirt, but the bridge holds.
Yes, Talgar, you must come slowly and steadily.
All right. Karl being very cautious. So I have pitons. I have 250-foot hempen rope still. I'm actually gonna take some of the rope out, anchor it to the wall, and I want to throw it to Talgar just to hold on to while he crosses it, just in case. And then we can throw it back. We can throw it to Vesmir at the end.
Okay.
All right, so I'm
Are
next.
you hammering the piton into the wall?
Into the wall. Yep.
Okay.
At least two of them. Just the intention is to get enough to anchor. If somebody does go in, then they can hold on to the line.
Tink, tink, tink as you hammer the pitons into the wall. You secure the rope and you fasten it around Talgar. So he steps up and steadies himself.
All right, here we go.
So as you walk across with your density and adjusted and the rope around you, there is a few rocks that fall, more dust that falls, but the bridge holds.
Oh, careful. Okay, good. Whew.
Well, better late than never, and just adjust density on myself. I assume, Karl, you'd throw the rope back over.
That's the intent. Yeah, is to have it as a lifeline for anybody else coming after.
Vesmir grabs the rope and walks casually along, just pulling it taut for the rest of the way as he keeps going.
Okay, so you're able to cross the bridge. It holds as well.
Wrap up my rope and leave the pitons that are likely embedded too deep and count them from inventory. Better safe than sorry.
So, did you say you were trying to retrieve the pitons?
No, I expect they're unretrievable.
So, cool.
Yeah,
All
I
right.
just took them off my inventory.
So the dilapidated bridge that you've crossed leads to another ledge that winds southeast along a very large lake, apparently the source of the underground river. The cavern is quite large, and the lake's far shore is lost in shadow. The echoes of water seem to indicate a very sizable cave as you hear the drips kind of fall from the stalactites. A short distance offshore from the edge of the lake, just on the very edge of vision before it kind of is consumed by darkness, sits a small island of 30 or 40 feet wide by roughly 50 long. Stalagmites thrust up at the ceiling above, and dark waters kind of lap quietly at its shore. Several spots on the surface glimmer, even in the gloom and darkness of this cavern, suggesting the promise of treasure to be had.
Do you guys see what's on that island over there?
It seems certainly worth the investigation.
I kind of want to take a moment to just look out over the lake, kind of looking for anything dangerous or out of place. Not necessarily at the island, more just at the lake itself.
dark waters lapping at the shore in front of you before, kind of funneled into the river and starting its journey to unknown places. It's like looking back into ink. It is dark and black.
Take care around the water. There are dangerous things that can sleep down there.
How far away does this island look? Does it look swimmable too?
Yeah, I mean it's I don't know how far away that is. 20-something tiles. I don't know how Michael Phelps you are, but
All right, I am going to cast Unseen Servant. And I'm going to have him try to swim across. If nothing interrupts him, I'm going to have him try to swim across to the island, grab something shiny, and then bring it back.
okay. So you're casting Unseen Servant and commanding him to go across the water to swim out to the island?
Yes. And to
Okay,
bring
so-
something shiny back if it can do it successfully.
So create the Unseen Servant, and really the only noticeable thing you see is as he enters the water, it kind of displaces around him, and as he begins swimming out towards this island, you see the splashes of the Unseen Servant moving, and after a short period of time, and the splashes echoing off of the interior walls of the chamber, you see it get out of the water, and really the only thing you see is just the water dripping off of this invisible form. Before it scoops a handful of what look to be gold coins, and turns and begins to head back into the water.
That's Jarvis. He's my friend.
Well, I guess I'll go ahead and have the entire party roll me a perception.
It's a 9. Starting off hot.
15.
11.
15 as
Also
well.
nine.
So like 31
Also
for you.
9.
All right, so the majority of the party notices the gold kind of floating through the air and making its way back towards the shore. Tyee, you see, like nobody else rolled higher than a 9.
We got a
11.
couple of 15s.
Oh, okay, couple 15s. So the 15s and Tyee don't necessarily see anything out of place, more in just like this dark shadow, almost completely absent of light. Begin to kind of move along the back of the island before a voice echoes out across the cavern. So you are thieves.
Just the green one.
I just wanted to see what it was without crossing over. Is that a bad thing?
Karl's going to say absolutely nothing because he's invisible in the darkness and just readying for something.
Vesmir actually can only. This room's completely dark. Is that correct?
Yeah, I mean you get like a little from maybe the phosphorus glow up stuff, but it's very dark.
Yeah, he's using his familiar for dark vision. He's got 30-foot range, so he doesn't really see anything out in the distance.
Okay. So it's the green one, is what the last thing that was said.
Well, no, I added that we just wanted to see what was there without having to risk ourselves crossing over.
Likely story, the voice replies. You see the shape, rather large, kind of slither and climb towards the water's edge before kind of sliding off of the island into the inky blackness.
And if we are thieves, what is it that you are?
Why, I am Queen of the Undermountain.
Hey, you want to go out with me?
I'm
Vince,
more than open to having you for dinner.
I see what you did there.
So you see a couple ripples, move across the water.
Well, I'm backing up.
so you are queen of the Undermountain. Are you the queen of those Durga, or are they not from you? Are they not part of your crew?
I don't have a crew. They pay
Well,
me
forgive me.
tribute to
That was
satisfy my hunger.
Yes, you're right. That was a terrible word. I of course meant kingdom or queendom. I don't know what do you prefer. The underdog. Anyway, yeah, they pay you tribute then. Okay, I see.
Indeed. And what trinkets have you brought for me? If they are worthy, I may let you live.
Hey, do you happen to know what happened to the dwarves that were here before?
And if I do,
Well, we found a lot of bodies. So many.
been kind of enamored with the the scene you're taking in and stuff. You kind of look around you and notice that there is a few skeletons on the ground here. Their bones bleached kind of white. There's a few crates and other things that look destroyed.
While this is going on, Vesmir will discreetly cast Mage Armor on himself.
So which will it be? Tribute or death? It's been a while since I've feasted upon adventurers.
I'm gonna offer up my little bronze pentacle I picked up a long time ago with a rat's head carved in it. It's a nice little trinket.
You'll have to do much better than that, I'm afraid.
We have this goblin. He's green.
Yeah. Oh, I got some great stuff for you. I took a small piece of iron ore from up there. I've got some shards of broken glass you might like. Ooh, a vial of sand. I don't know how much you have that down here. All kinds of cool little trinkets.
The dragon the reptile kind of
Nerd.
chomp at the suggestion of these inadequate tributes.
Oh, there's one more thing that might help. I don't know. Do you happen to know of a nice sized crocodile that's all white? Kind of Does that guy sound familiar to you?
This conversation bores me, and I grow hungry.
Oh, that ain't your mate? Okay. I didn't know.
I don't see why it is necessary to assault those who are merely visiting.
Then you don't know my kind very well at all.
What kind is that exactly?
Tyee, you would see some ripples kind of approaching closer across the lake.
Like multiple ripples.
I mean, as if something underwater is moving.
Like one thing is underwater moving?
That's the impression you would get, yes.
Okay, yeah. Well, gentlemen, we can give up some of our treasure and have absolutely no guarantee of survival, or we can.
We
Well, I
don't know
suppose
how
you
greedy this thing is.
I suppose you need to get ready.
This is interesting, and
So
Vesmir is just going to play around with semantically with his hands, and he's just going to cast Shape Water, and he's going to freeze a few 5-foot cubes in front of the walkway, just at the water's edge in front of us. So I can freeze water provided that there is no creatures in it, and the water unfreezes in 1 hour.
I'm familiar with it. You make basically a small iceberg
Yes.
in the surface, and as you cast this, the ripples begin to accelerate, and this mound of water, kind of like almost an impending wave, begins to form as it collides with your block of ice. It almost just gets pushed away to the side. And I need everybody to roll initiatives.
Oh, Talgar.
Starting off great.
I think Kalbren maybe has some extra decks you can borrow if you ask him nicely.
Vinny?
19.
19. Karl?
I was also 19.
Yeah, also 19.
19. Vesmir?
15.
15. Talgar?
0.
Wow.
Yeah, I saw that.
And Tyee?
9.
9. That was the roll to dodge the icebergs.
Get them all out of your system right now.
So-
Get them all out.
He just pushes it aside, basically really ineffectual. And the water erupts as this black scaled form emerges in front of you. And begins to, basically erupts there on the beach. Move him back just a touch so he's not in range of Talgar. All right, you'll see it.
Yep.
Yes.
It's a Dagron.
Fantastic. When will computers move as fast as thought?
That'd be the day.
So that's the reptilian form. I'll put it in general chat. And it roars in front of you as it emerges, this water cascading down its body. And Vinny, you're up first.
Well, I had a good run with you guys. Bless you all. And I cast Bless on all 4 of you guys. D4 to every attack roll and every saving throw.
Okay.
Bonus action, just in case, I will disengage. And I will kind of move away. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And that'll end my turn. Good luck, guys!
Okay, Karl, you're up.
Yeah, I don't really have anything super creative to do, so I guess old tricks are the best tricks. Gonna bonus action Hunter's Mark. Am I invisible as in rolling with advantage or not? I plan to shoot,
Roll me a stealth roll.
even with my invisibility stuff.
Yeah.
Okay. 16.
Okay. So you're invisible, but he knows you're there. Mechanically, if that makes a difference.
I think that means I would not roll with advantage.
I would second that.
So 2 shots. Shot 1 will be 24. Shot 2
24
will
will
be a 17.
17 will not hit.
Plus a D4.
Ooh.
Because you're
The arrow
blessed.
bounces off
Oh.
its scaled chest.
Oh. Hold on, I get a D4 on that 17 because I got bless.
Then you don't even need to roll.
Okay.
Idiot.
All right. 1, 2. So this is going to be these dice plus 8 once they roll. Oh, that sucks. Wow! Wow! Look how. God. So it's 19 damage with 2 shots. Going to use a little movement to get a little farther away from this thing because that looks mean, and that's all we're going to do.
All right. I'm also going to kill the in-game music. Okay. This is the Queen of the Undermountain's turn. Charges ashore.
Jesus.
Shoot!
That ain't Jesus.
All right, so there'll be a claw attack to each one to Vinny, one to Talgar. The first one to Vinny. That is going to be a 22.
Ah, what the hell? Yeah, I'll take it.
And does 12 points of slashing damage as a black claw comes down and just slices across you. Talgar, it lashes out with its other claw and rolls a 9.
That's gonna miss.
Enraged, it roars before bringing its mighty jaws down to attempt to bite you. And it rolls a fucking 9 again. And that'll be its turn. Vesmir, you're up. Tyee, you're on deck.
One
Okay,
quick moment. Sorry, Vesmir. One quick moment, please. How much damage did it do to Vinny?
12.
Thank you.
So, question: is this creature classified as large, huge, or bigger?
It's a large creature.
Large creature. Okay. I cast Adjust Density on it, and I halve its weight. And as a bonus action, I will push it away 5 feet, away from me in a straight line. So it's a strength saving throw DC 15.
Strength saving throw against a Dragon. Rolled an 11.
So yeah, it goes back 5 feet in that direction.
Its feet claw at the mud as you push it back. It's at 5 feet.
Yeah, 5 feet. And Vesmir will back up a little bit as well. And that is his turn.
Tyee, you're up. Talgar, you're on deck.
The robes are gonna light up, but that's not gonna be a sign you've seen before. Across my my golden robes is now lit up the sign of a chalice, and as these robes light up, I will cast first level spell Healing Word on Vinny.
Okay.
And he will heal 8 damage.
Ooh, tingly.
And then, as a action of my chalice, I will do a 1d8 plus 5 additional healing to him as well.
To who?
To Vinny.
Oh, so another heal to him? So
Yeah, and
1d8 plus...
I'm sorry, I'm trying to find out. I should have tested this. Let's see here. Chalice. See, that's the problem. Is there's no button to just click it. There's one for the archer, but not for this. You know. So now I'm trying to figure out how to roll 1d8 plus 5 in D&D and Beyond. Can I type that in?
You might be able to.
Does anybody know?
If
If not,
just
we have
roll
a Discord. We have a Discord bot that also can do
Oh,
it,
do you?
and you can just roll a d8 and use math.
there's the dice rolling button bottom lefty character
Oh
sheet.
yeah.
You'll
Oh,
have
I'm
a-
sorry. Yeah, I can just roll a d8. I'm freaking stupid. Thank you guys though.
It's
I don't
okay,
know
you're
why
a
this was
teacher.
so. Thanks.
We got you, Pat.
So he gives 7 damage more.
Holy shit! Okay, so how much? Oh, 7 total more.
Yep, 7 total more.
Okay,
I appreciate it.
15 points of healing flow into you, covering up the wound. Anything else, time?
That will conclude my turn.
Talgar, you're up. Vinny, you're on deck.
Well, since I can't currently reach it, since it was pushed back, I am going to take.
Well, it would have been a base to base, so it's actually like right here. It's 5 feet, right? So it's base to base, so it moved back 1 square. So
All right, Roger. I'm gonna move
you
forward
could
then.
get back in range if you wanted to.
And then bonus action, I'm gonna cast Shield of Faith on myself. And then I'm gonna swing on it.
Okay.
It's gonna be a 23.
23 will hit.
Gonna do 12 damage. And that's gonna be my turn.
Okay. Vinny, you're up. Karl, you're on deck.
Well, I'm gonna wave a feather at the dragon, and I'm gonna be like, I know why you're hungry. It must be Tuesday. And I cast Hideous Laughter. Wisdom saving throw of 12, hopefully.
He rolled a natural 1.
Woo-hoo-hoo!
She rolled a natural 1. Oof.
And then I disengage and run away.
You are out of contact already, so you don't have to disengage.
And that ends my turn.
Okay. You caught that? Oh, you used your bonus action thing to disengage, right? Or your goblin thing?
Yeah.
Okay. Sorry. Just trying to make sure you didn't spend an action and you didn't have to.
Nah. Well, the action
All right.
was casting Hideous Laughter on her.
Okay. Karl, you're up.
So hideous laughter. Like if we damage her, will like what? I forget the detail. Does she just get to try to make a save every time she takes damage?
Yeah, but she's also prone right now, so she has to spend a turn to get up before she does anything.
Oh right, prone.
But
Shoot.
yeah, she
That
does have
means
to
I-
make a wisdom saving throw every time she gets hit. Ah, shit.
1 second. Sorry, that the prone thing is what's kind of got me wondering.
By the way, I made a mistake. You're not blessed anymore because Hideous Laughter is also concentration.
Womp womp. All right, well that's good to know. Well, yeah, I don't really have anything to do other than. I guess we're gonna move there. All right, yeah. So we're gonna move back over here, and as I pass all the guys, point at the dragon, say, "Remember, dragon, breath." And take a shot at her. I guess, even though it's with disadvantage, that's about all I could do. This. Womp womp. That's not going to hit. That's a 16, so that will conclude my turn.
It's okay. She's still laughing.
It is her turn. Does she get to roll at the beginning or end?
Let me double check. Hideous Laughter.
End of its turn.
Yep. At
All
the
right,
end
so
of
I'm
her
at
turn.
I'm at disadvantage for attacks.
Well, no, she can't do anything.
Oh, so she's just laughing on the ground.
Right. So at the end of her turn, then she makes a saving throw. If she succeeds, then she's no longer laughing, but that ends her turn,
You actually get to roll each time it takes damage.
which she didn't take any last time.
So I rolled a 7 for my save, so I failed. Vesmir, you're up. Tyee, you're on deck.
Okay.
If your fucking
it's
laughing
hard.
spell killed my Dragon, I'm gonna be so pissed.
Is this thing underwater at all? Or?
It's like thrashing about in the shallows.
So it's not drowning.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yet.
Vesmir's going to move Bad Bridge behind us. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. About there. And he's going to cast Ray of Frost. Is that a disadvantage?
You are at disadvantage if you're rolling to hit.
Cool. 9 to hit.
9 does not hit.
And that ends my turn.
Tyee, you're up. Talgar, you're on deck.
Okay. Surveying the field, looks like everybody's doing pretty a-okay. I'm gonna reach up into the ceiling where there is just rocky nothingness, and from the rocky nothingness, I'm gonna pull down the moonbeam.
Okay. This column of moonlight comes down from the ceiling. The black scales almost absorb the light, but it is definitely bathed in radiant light.
And that will end my turn.
Okay, Talgar, you are up.
So is it prone?
It is prone.
Which you get advantage on attacks.
I do. Alright, I am swinging on this bitch.
Okay.
I got a nat 20!
Woo!
So for my bonus action... Hold on, let me see what I gotta do here. I'm gonna burn a spell slot, do some divine smiting with this hit.
Yes.
Let me roll my initial damage. That's 18.
Okay.
Then I get additional 2d8. That's an extra 6 radiant damage. And because it's a critical hit, I grievously wound it. Until the start of my next turn, the target has disadvantage on all attack rolls.
All right.
And it makes
And
a
that's going to
wisdom.
be my turn.
Splendid.
It makes a wisdom saving throw to, because it got hit.
Oh my god. Rolled a 3.
Yes. I'm so
That's the
funny.
funniest joke you've ever told.
Vinny, you
Tuesday.
are up. Karl, you're on deck.
I'm up. Oh crap. I'm gonna get a little more distant, and I'm just gonna have the unseen servant come to me. I don't want to risk damaging her, so I'm just gonna get out of the way and just hold my position out here. And end my turn.
Okay. Karl, you're up.
All right, quick mechanics question here. So, the dragon is prone, the dragon is laughing. If I get in melee range and swing on it. Excuse me. Hypothetically, it knocks them out of hideous laughter. They're still prone. How does attack of opportunity work if I choose to walk away?
He would roll at disadvantage.
Okay. I still kind of don't. Well,
Should do it.
While she's down, it's the best time.
so with a would you be fine with a free action if I stowed the bow and grabbed 2 weapons, or only one?
I'd
How's
say
that
you
work?
could pull it. I'll let you pull it too. Like, because you're basically swinging over your shoulder, pulling out as you know.
Yeah. Well, that's what I'm asking, because then if I get a bonus, if I can get the bonus offhand.
Yeah, and you don't have anything like a shield in your hand that you're putting away either.
No,
So
I
sure.
do not. All right, so that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna get in melee range.
Okay.
Pull those out. First, we're gonna take a short. I believe I have a short sword and a dagger.
All right. You do need to move 1 square forward.
1 square forward. All right. My camera was all sideways, so I
You're good.
look closer. Oh, all right. So there we are. So swing 1 is short sword. I don't have anything bonusy or it's with advantage. So advantage roll. 12 misses. We're gonna bonus action the dagger. Jesus, freaking 13 misses. We're gonna just like sheepishly walk back to our corner, and that's all we're gonna do.
Because you didn't hit it, it doesn't get an attack of opportunity. So, thanks. It is my turn. Can't do anything, but I do get a wisdom saving throw. Come
And
on.
a Constitution
Yeah.
saving throw.
Oh, fuck you. 17 for my wisdom
Yeah.
to become self-aware just in time for this blinding radiant energy to start tearing at her scales. Tyee, if you want to roll me my damage.
What did she roll?
She rolled a 21.
Oh, Jesus, okay.
She's a beefy gal.
Yeah, she's chonky, man. She's gonna take 2 damage.
All right. So they just like slightly char,
Yeah, like one scale's like off color.
exfoliating.
I know.
But I'm awake now. Well, that was at the end of my turn.
That's
the
right.
burning happened at the beginning. Vesmir, you're up. Tyee, you're on deck.
Vesmir will walk up and take a swing with the quarterstaff at melee range. Still prone. For an 11 to hit. That misses. And you get an attack of opportunity as I move back into the corner. At disadvantage, of course.
I'm sorry. What did you do?
I moved up. I swung at it with my quarterstaff. I missed, and I moved back into my corner.
Okay. He's awake now. So he will attempt to bite you.
At
She is.
disadvantage.
At disadvantage, yes. I've rolled a 26 and a 12.
Ooh.
Misses.
So he misses.
Thank goodness for mage armor because I'm 12 without mage armor.
In doing so, as it lashes out at you, you notice that its neck has got quite the reach.
Good to know.
Nothing else on your turn?
That's it.
Tyee, you're up. Talgar, you're on deck.
I am going to send a guiding bolt its way.
Okay.
I still rolled a 10, so no, I'm not. And that'll end my turn.
Talgar, you're up. Vinny, you're on deck.
So she's still prone. Does she have to use an action to get back up, or is she back up?
The action of getting up uses half her movement.
On her
Oh,
turn,
gotcha.
so she's still prone right now.
Yeah, she is still prone.
All right, then I am going to swing on her. 17.
17 does not hit, sir. Your sword just kind of slides off of its armored scales.
That's gonna be my turn.
Vinny, you are up. Karl, you're on deck.
17 didn't hit?
No, sir.
18 does.
Oh, I thought 17 hit earlier. My bad.
I'm playing with the devil here, but I call out to her, you ain't no queen, you're just a miss. Get it? Because you're going to miss. And I cast Vicious Mockery, wisdom saving throw of 12.
No memento. I've rolled a 9.
All right. Well, she takes a full 4 points of psychic damage and has disadvantage on her next attack. And that ends my turn.
Okay, Karl, you're up.
Okay, so she's still prone. All right, we're being a little less brash this time, and as our free action, we're going to stow the dagger and grab a shield this time. So now Karl will have his short sword and shield, kind of the same thing we did before, knowing full well we're going to take a opportunity attack. Get in range, and we're going to swing with the short sword with advantage because she's still prone. Oh, come on. Come on! It's a 14. It teetered around the 18.
Unfortunately, that will not be enough to hit.
You don't say. And then, yeah, we don't have, I can't disengage, so I'm just going to take the opportunity attack. With the shield, I have 18 AC.
Well, luckily, Vesmir used up my reaction during his turn, and it's not been a full turn since he came back to me, so there will not be an attack against you.
All right. And that's my bad for not realizing that, so I don't even have my offhand. That is my turn.
All right. The dragon's going to use half its movement to right itself and stand up looking at Talgar. What?
The dragon needs to make a Constitution saving throw.
Oh my god. 17.
Ah, it passes. All right. It's better this time. 6 damage.
All right.
And just so you know, I'm having the damage already. So it was 12.
Yeah.
Okay,
I'm
okay.
not. I've assumed as much.
All right, cool.
So it stands up, roars down at you, Talgar. Its massive maw open. You can see just this black acid dripping off its teeth. As you hear this gurgling noise, and then a rush of black acid streams out of the dragon's mouth, splashing across you and heading straight for Karl. I need both of you to make a dexterity saving throw.
Well, that's a 4.
I'm debating if I want to do we'll do digital dice. Fine. And that's a nat 20, so okay.
Okay, you'll take half. Mindleak, you've taken 61 acid damage. Karl, you take half of that, so 30. As just this acid stream just blows across Talgar, and it just splashes straight into you as well.
Vinny, tell another joke, quick!
That is
Talgar is down.
that is the dragon's turn. As she roars and looks around towards her next victim, her eyes settling on Vesmir in the corner. And Vesmir, you are up. Tyee, you are on deck.
Vesmir. Sorry, that I'm just completely shocked by what just happened. Vesmir will cast Catapult at level 2, and he will get some Rock Shale and fling it into the dragon. That is a Dexterity saving throw, DC 15.
Okay. I have rolled an 18. Actually, a 20 with the modifier.
Flies straight past the dragon and just splashes in the waters 90 feet behind. No acid pools get left in the ground or anything. So they need to be worried about, do they?
No, it's like it hits the ground and just kind of like bubbles up and just kind of eats into the rock, but it's not pooling or waiting around. It's done. It's on AOE that stays there.
Right, cool. Yeah, I'm just gonna hold here for now. That's my turn.
You're holding an action?
No. I've done my action.
Okay, you catapulted me, and so okay, so you're done.
Sorry.
Tyee, you're up. Talgar, you're on deck.
I am going to run up to Talgar. Let's
Okay.
see here. I'm gonna use like 20 feet of movement or something here. And I'm going to cast and help me out with how this works. So if I cast Cure Wounds on him, he gains those HP just normally, right? And he's up
Yep.
again, or he's still prone, but he's up, right?
He's up.
All right, so I'm gonna cast at a second level a Cure Wounds.
Okay.
Wow, and that was a 2 and a 1 that I rolled, so he gets 8 HP back, and he's gonna get 1d8 plus 5 as well from my armor or from my constellation. So he's getting 9 additional HP.
Okay.
So he gets 8 and then 9, so he gets a total of 17. And then I'm gonna use the remainder of my movement, and I'll be able to make it like there.
Okay.
More like there.
Fantastic.
And
Talgar, did you get
that
all
should
the
end my turn.
XP?
Yeah.
All right, fantastic. And just a reminder that it is a bonus action to drink a potion yourself. It is a full action to feed it to someone else. That's a house rule. Just in case it's needed. Talgar, you breathe life once more. The acid just doing a number on you. You're going to feel that in the morning. But you're awake. And vengeance flows through you. What would you like to do?
How's this fucking thing looking?
You can definitely see that you've heard it, but I wouldn't say that it's bloodied yet.
Oh, good. All right. Well, since I'm alive for the moment, I'm gonna try to do some more damage to it. And I'm not. It's gonna be an 11.
That will be a miss.
That will be. That is my turn for now.
Vinny, you are up. Karl, you're on deck.
Well, I guess I'll I'll try again. Boy, you sure seem pretty talented. Trying another hideous laughter. Wisdom of 12.
I've rolled a 2.
Whew. And I kind of keep my distance here. And let her enjoy another Vinny joke.
Oh my god. As she collapses on the ground, prone again. Karl, it is your turn.
Well, Karl actually looks like he's barely standing up, and because of that, I'm just going to stay back here and take my disadvantage shots. I'm not going to risk getting close to that thing. So I'm
With
gonna
your
take a-
extreme perception, you see a movement out of the corner of your eye as this shadowy figure holds up a bow, skin just charred from this acid blast.
Just whisper, say to people around, could use a little of that healing if you got any, but we're gonna go with it. Disadvantage roll, and it's a 2. Sigh, and then I'm actually gonna take some movement. And move over to there, and that will constitute my turn.
Okay. The dragon is going to storm over to Vesmir.
Wait. It still has to make a wisdom
it's
saving
not.
throw.
Oh my god, no, it has to make a constitution saving throw first because it's still bathed
True.
in ridiculous moonlight. That's a 10. How much damage, Ty?
I'm sorry. I was talking to Talgar about his class. What did it roll? A 10?
Yeah, I rolled a 10 for my constitution check.
It failed, so it takes 14 radiant damage.
There you go. That's a chunk of damage.
And I don't know how you feel about talking about classes mid session. Before I offer something up.
What do you mean?
So, Talgar, if you wanted to, you could use your vow of enmity against the dragon. And that's a bonus action, and you will gain advantage on attack rolls against it for 1 minute, or until it drops to 0 HP or falls unconscious. So if you use that as a bonus action, and then start slapping it around with your whatever you have, like plus 11 damage to hit swords, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I always forget about the damn one because it's down the list.
Dude, me too. I forget about my junk all the time. But that's a doozy. That's like tailor made for boss fights. You know what I mean?
Yes, sir.
All right, that's it. That's all I got.
All right. So it is her turn. She's failed, took the moonlight damage, and now is making the wisdom saving throw at the end of her turn. Oh my god, bounced on a 15. I rolled an 8, so she is still thrashing about in a fit of dragon laughter. Vesmir, you're up. Tyee, you're on deck.
I'm going to keep my distance, and I'm going to do a Ray of Frost at disadvantage. Yeah. Oh, natural 1 and a 4 for an 8.
That is not going to hit.
That ends my turn.
The water acts like almost like an insulator. Tyee, you're up. Talgar, you're on deck.
I'm gonna move over here to Kalbren. I am going to cast Cure Wounds on him,
Okay.
so he gets 8 health back. And I am then in turn. Kalbren, how much health do you have?
Less than half of my total.
Less than half of your total. So playing triage, you are still not the priority, unfortunately.
That is fine. That's still better than where I was.
So I'm going to use the chalice 1d8 plus 5. I rolled a 1, so you get Talgar. You get 6 more HP. Yep. And then I kind of creep around into this corner right here.
All right.
I'm just gonna chill out right there in this corner.
And that'll make it Talgar's turn. Vinny, you're on deck.
So she's laughing and prone again?
She is.
Alright, bonus action. I'm going to cast Bane on this bitch.
All right. Thanks.
She needs to make a charisma saving throw of what?
I'm surprised that it can make
12?
saves when it's incapacitated.
I think that's.
Well, it looks like it's only on attack rolls.
It's not. It's not stunned.
Yeah.
No, I understand. Yeah, gotcha.
All right. Well, this thing is prone and laughing.
I rolled a 20 on my check. The charisma check for Bane?
Yep.
Yeah, I rolled a 20.
Okay, so that failed. Cool. Worth a try.
It was.
All right. Well, while it's prone, I'm gonna attack on swing on this thing. Fucking hell. 12.
That's not gonna be enough. You just
Just
hack
gonna-
into these scales and they just absorb your blows.
That's it for now.
Vinny, you're up. Karl, you're on deck.
Crap.
More of the sweet, sweet boss music. There we go.
Oh, Sephiroth!
But it's from Advent Children. It's the only one that was long. Sorry, I'll stop.
No, don't. Please don't.
All right, I'll try something else. Your reign has come to an end, so there's suddenly a strange bell sound, and I cast Toll the Dead. She has to make a Wisdom saving throw of 11.
I'm having images of the Eve gong kill sound in my head. Gong!
She's rolled a 19.
Okay, she takes no damage, and I'm gonna move back a little bit more, so I'm out of spit range, or at least not near anyone with spit range, and stay out of the way. That's my turn.
Karl, you're up.
Well, she's still prone. Yes. Yeah, she's still laughing, right?
Yep.
Yeah, sorry about that.
No, that's fine. I'm still low enough. I'm not going to risk getting close. That's a good point. You know what? She's not paying attention. Can I try to hide where I am to see if I can hope? My intent is to get an advantage on my next attack being hidden.
With you feel with the distraction and thrashing and everything that she's dealing with and your abilities, you easily slip into the shadows.
Like as an action, you say you're thinking, or that's more of a natural passive thing.
Your whatever your feature is that
No,
makes
oh
you
yeah, but
carry-
I'm saying like, do I need to spend an action to do that, or
No,
just like kind of
no.
just?
No,
Oh,
it just
okay. Well, if that's the case, then I'll just try to take a shot with a regular non-advantage disadvantage shot, because I would get advantage if that's the case, but she's prone. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Excellent. All right, we'll take a regular standard shot and hope for the best. That's okay. That's a 25.
That will hit.
Oh, only 8 damage though. That's all up, and that would be my turn.
I've rolled a 7 for my wisdom check for being hit. Eight
Con
damage.
save for the moonbeam.
Hold on.
That's only if
Sorry.
she starts her
No,
turn.
no, no. That's
Oh, right, sorry.
But Karl hit me and did damage. Did 8 points of damage.
Yep.
The creature does look bloodied as the moonbeam pours across her. She rolls for a Constitution check. A 5.
She'll take 11 radiant damage.
All right. At the end of her turn, she rolls for a Wisdom saving throw. And has rolled a 10.
I'm sorry, this is funny.
Wait a minute. She's still laughing.
Yes! Yes!
Vesmir, you are up. Tyee, you're on deck.
Wait, who's...
Vesmir is going to find some more shale and from above her if possible and just slam it down into her. It's still a dexterity saving throw DC 15.
Rolled an 8.
Okay. She takes not bad. 19 points of bludgeoning damage.
All right. The creature is looking quite hurt. Still thrashing about in the water, being crushed by stones falling from the ceiling. I get to roll a wisdom save. 16.
Okay, she's awake. She's done.
Her eyes snap open and focus. She's no longer thrashing about. Vesmir, anything else?
That is my turn.
Tyee, you're up. Talgar, you're on deck.
Another cure wounds on Kalbren here.
Okay.
That is 11 points of 11 points of damage, 11 points of healing. And then I'm gonna do another 1d8 for Talgar, and that is 10 HP to Talgar.
Okay. Starting to feel a little better.
And I'm back in my corner. No one puts baby in a corner except baby.
Talgar, you're up. Vinny, you're on deck.
All right, I'm gonna do my thing and swing down on her again.
She is still prone.
It's 23 to hit.
23 hits.
Makes 16 damage.
The creature looks very hurt as your sword slices into a vulnerable part of the exposed belly.
That's my turn.
That's your turn. Vinny, you're up. Karl, you're on deck.
Okay, and I'm reading this real quick. 20 feet, 5 feet plus 7. Okay. I go ahead and take out my little my instrument and I strum some strings and I kind of cast a little area behind her and I go, sweet, sweet queen, go the fuck to sleep. And I cast sleep on her at 2nd level.
Okay, what's my save?
Oh, it's not a save.
Oh, no, it's HP. So is it HP total or how much remaining?
What's remaining? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Is I'm sorry, is sleep targeted? I always thought it was an area.
That's why I said I cast in an area behind her so that it doesn't hit
Okay,
us,
thank you.
but enough to hit.
Nope, I missed
So
it.
since
You're
I'm
good.
doing it 2nd level, if she has less than 29 HP, she falls asleep.
Her angered eyes flutter for a moment, flutter again, and she drifts to sleep.
Yes.
Wow.
And that ends my turn.
How long does sleep last? Is it a minute?
It's like
It
an
is a
hour, I
minute,
think.
but again,
Oh, it's a minute. Okay.
if it takes damage, she wakes. But
Karl, you're up.
she's still down and prone and now sleeping.
Reinvigorated by the caring nature of Tyee.
Look at a sleeping dragon. I'm just like, what do we want to do with this, guys? And then that's my turn. Like, I mean, I
Finish
don't
her.
want to wake it up. I'm going to let Talgar because, I mean,
Sleep technically.
Do I get any checks along the way?
no, not with sleep. It's the full duration.
Oh my god. That's so good.
I mean, we all could get around her probably and then like take an action at the same time.
Well, no. She's going to take a damage as soon as it's her turn because Moonbeam's going to hit her.
Yeah. So
And I have
But-
no show. I have no opportunity to drop it before her turn happens. My
Oh,
turn happens after her, so it's
just
gonna
finish her. She's almost
And
down.
if she's
28
asleep,
points.
it's an instant crit, right?
happen.
If she's-
Moonbeam is just a save. It doesn't
Oh,
crit.
no,
it's just damage.
I mean the
Talgar.
melee.
Hmm.
That's what I'm saying. I think melee is an instant crit.
Correct. If you hit, you still have to beat the AC.
Well,
All right, well-
Talgar can use his bonus action to attack with advantage too. Well, he's going to anyway because I'm assuming she's a sleeping prone. So
Yeah.
Yes.
It is.
She never got up, so.
All right. Well, I mean, I guess I'll. Let me. Should I swing or let Talgar? Because he's probably gonna do more damage, but I can do it.
Talgar.
You can hold your action until he swings, and
Ah!
if it doesn't kill, then
This is a good point. So Karl actually is gonna knock an arrow and hold his shot until the dragon wakes up. That's my turn.
Okay. The dragon gets no turn. Vesmir, you're up. Tyee, you're on deck.
So the dragon, it's on the dragon's turn though.
no, it's still sleeping.
but it's no.
Oh, the moonbeam.
Oh,
It takes the moon. It has to. I can't move it.
It's a 5 Constitution.
It's 14 damage.
And that's gonna wake it up, and then that means I'm gonna fire my shot.
It is quite like now that it's not thrashing, and because of the position it's being in, the radiant damage just peels at the scales. The creature looks very not good and shambles, almost even further hideous than it once was. And do I get a save now to being woken up?
oh, you're awake. You're awake now. I mean,
Oh, I
even
am
just a
awake.
slap to her wakes her up.
Yep. Should I roll my attack? Because I was intending to.
Yeah. Then if you were holding an action until it woke up, so yeah.
Assuming
roll
this is
the
going to be
hit.
a standard roll because I'm still as hidden as I was before. But she's prone, so it's not like I get advantage. I just don't do disadvantage because she's prone. Or should I do disadvantage?
No, you don't get disadvantage because the sleeping creature is unaware of its surroundings. So it would have woken up. You're in the shadows, so technically, by your abilities, you would be hidden. I mean, that's my understanding. Kelly can overrule
Yeah, that sounds right.
It makes sense to me if it's a straight roll. Like, it's not advantage, it's just not disadvantage, it's a straight roll.
Put Hunter's Mark on it. Did you do that yet?
I did have Hunter's Mark
Okay,
on it. It's
okay,
got
okay.
it, yeah.
Finisher.
Not the way I've been rolling so far, but we're going to find out. Not that one. That's a 16.
16 does not hit.
That's my turn. Or, I mean, I didn't have a turn anyway. That was my
Yep.
That was your held action.
Yep.
So Mike. So is it Vesmir's turn or is it the dragon's turn?
Yeah, no. You just did the dragon's turn because you did the constitution damage from the moonbeam. Now it's on Vesmir.
Oh, but I'm awake.
Correct.
awake,
But-
but prone.
Okay. So I was in mid-turn when all that happened. Sorry, lost track of where we were at. In that case, the dragon rights itself after a moment on very unsteady legs.
Is the constitution saving throw at the start or the end of the turn?
Start.
Start.
Cool.
Yep.
Cool.
So it stands on rickety legs, knowing the end is near. Its rage focuses on its nearest target. Damn it. And will attempt to bite you in a fury of rage, Talgar. For a 23.
Swing and a miss. Swing and a miss.
No,
I'm
that's going to
gonna-
hit, unfortunately.
No.
Oh, okay.
I'm going to use Bardic Inspiration to do cutting words and to take D6 off of that attack roll. So
That's a 17.
That's going to miss.
yes.
Shocked by this, she lashes out with her claws. First claw does 16 to hit.
Miss.
The second claw strike, 25.
It's going to hit.
A small crook in her mouth as she smiles, knowing that at least she went out fighting. As she deals 13 points of slashing damage to you as she drags her claw across you. And with that, that will be the dragon's turn. Vesmir, you're up. Tyee, you're on deck.
Vesmir will shoot a ray of frost. It's 11 to hit, so that's a miss. I will end my turn there.
Tyee, you're up.
Yeah, I'm going
Talgar
to.
on deck.
I'm gonna toss a guiding bolt at it.
Okay.
Oh wow, 14. So I mean that's that. Yeah, that'll end my turn.
Talgar, you're up.
I want to feel some divine power flow through me and channel some vow of enmity. Gain advantage on attack rolls.
All right.
21 to hit.
21 hits.
It's gonna be 15 damage.
All right. Is that it?
That's it.
Well, that 15 stacking up against its one remaining HP quickly overcomes the dragon's remaining life. As it slashes into you, you bring your mighty sword down and slash into her, severing a main artery as she kind of stumbles forward and then collapses at your feet, Talgar. You have defeated a young black dragon.
Vengeance Paladin does vengeance. More at 11. Yes.
I love it.
Karl's first move is to come up to see if he can harvest anything off of it, because he's well aware that black dragon pieces could be nice.
I'm gonna sit down against the wall and just kind of get my breath because I'm in pretty bad shape, and I'm just gonna touch myself for a little bit.
Exactly how much are you touching yourself for?
I'm touching myself for a 20.
Oh, shit. All right.
I would say that we would be best to have a short rest and recuperate some, I believe.
Why don't we take a quick 5-minute break then? Okay, so quiet once more descends on this large cavern, this underground lake. You hear the dripping of water, the distant roar of the waterfall behind you, and a slain dragon in front of you.
Let's see what we got here. And spins his knife around and tries to see if my intent is to harvest some scales. See if I can harvest any scales off of it.
And since Vinny is he's a goblin, and his background with his family were junk collectors and harvesters, he's going to try to help for advantage.
Okay. So what's in your background?
Oh, well, I mean,
Vinny's-
technically his background is scholar, but his backstory was it wouldn't help. They collected junk as goblins, but anyway, he's going to try to assist with the scale removals.
Okay, so I guess give me a... I don't know, would it be a medicine check?
I thought it was
trade?
survival for
Okay,
harvesting.
yeah. Let's do survival.
Actually, I was going to physical roll this. I'll just, because it's advantage, it's easier to do it through the thing. So we'll do it through the thing. That didn't roll with advantage. Okay, so that's 1. Okay, that's much better. That's good. Thank you for helping. That was a 24.
All right. Roll me a 1d10.
That's a 10.
Wow.
Okay. You're able to harvest 25 black dragon scales.
These will fetch a pretty penny.
Only a penny? What? Why do we do this?
Well, some gold too.
Oh, okay. That's different.
Was Vinny, were you assisting as well?
Yeah.
Yeah, so give me a 1d10 as well.
Oh, okay. I'll just roll it in here. No. Yeah. Straight rolls, I usually use it here. And I only got A 5.
You're able to carve a strip of the hide that you think would be large enough to either be crafted into something or to sell for a decent penny. You're able to get kind of a decent sized strip
Okay.
of black dragon hide.
I've added the scales to my inventory, so
We're going to have to tan this or something, or it might go bad in time.
I think I did. Yes, 20. You said 25. 25. Swell. All right. Well, now I guess we could. Oh, we didn't take a short rest, right? So we should. Does anybody else need a breather?
Yeah, well, Vinny did do a
Oh, we
Song
did.
of Rest.
6. So if you
Oh.
haven't done your short rest, do your short rest.
I have
If you've
not.
already done one, don't do another one.
Yeah. How many additional hit points was it, Vinny?
1d6.
If you spend,
I am going to be spending some. Yeah.
yeah, let me just double check that Song of Rest. Song of Rest.
Sorry,
Yes.
I misunderstood.
Yeah. 1d6 additional. Oh, not bad.
Yeah, we can proceed. You guys don't wait for me. I'll deal with my.
All right, so while everybody's doing their short resting and whatnot, what's the rest of the party doing?
Is there anything to? I mean, gosh, do dragons carry things on their person?
They've already gone through the dragon. The dragon wasn't wearing anything or.
Oh, okay. I didn't know
Just
I knew they would try to harvest and stuff. I didn't know if they went through it like that.
So it
Okay,
was
cool.
25 black dragon scales. Was there anything else?
A stretch of black dragon hide.
Nothing in the black dragon pockets.
Nope.
Does there seem to be any way to the island?
My little servant's really weak, and he swam out there no problem.
Yeah, it is just an island.
Okay. Yeah. No boats. No nothing.
Nope.
No shallow water.
Nope.
Is there a ledge to the south that I think we could use to get to the island a bit closer?
Does the dragon float?
Dragon does not float.
All right.
A dragon canoe does sound kind of amazing, though.
What about casting the thing on it to make it lighter?
I don't think that'll necessarily work if it's, holes filled with water and,
I mean, doesn't density affect buoyancy?
Technically, yes. So Karl wants to kind of take a look at the rocks between. So I'm trying to gauge if it's possible to make the route that is drawn on the map.
Make it shorter. Get closer to the island without hitting the water.
Well,
You can
kinda,
try.
yeah. I want to see how easy it might be to climb. Like, I guess. Does Karl think he could do it? Is my question. Like, I guess I'm trying to gauge the difficulty. That's the question. Gauging the difficulty of the climb.
The rocks don't look to be in bad shape. Maybe a little slick, but they looks to be solid footing.
All right. I'll look back at the group. If you'd like, I can try to climb these rocks and anchor some rope and do what we did the last time we had some difficult terrain.
I'm going to come and I'm going to pat him on the back and I say, Moonweaver, guide you. Give it a go.
All right, away we go. So my expectation is to climb around there with throwing a couple pitons in as we go. And I still have 2 50-foot of rope. And so I'm going to expend one length to try to make this crossing.
I will lighten the burden and I adjust density on him. So you got an extra 10 feet of movement and you're half as heavy.
Okay,
Oh, yeah.
roll me a dexterity check of, I guess, acrobatics.
Acrobatics. Do you want me to roll with advantage because I'm light, or like how do we want to play the
No,
lighting? lighter thing?
I've adjusted the DC.
You would just got it.
Then it'd be DC 10.
Eh,
Plus a D4.
17.
Well,
Plus a
17,
D4.
17 definitely beats it. The DC 10. So you nimbly cross the little section there. Arrive at some old ancient tracks, not maintained and beginning to rot.
All right. Well, I'll shout back. The way is clear.
I'm next.
And
Yeah, okay. For narration's sake, the party is able to traverse this with
Yay!
minimal difficulty.
and I'll remove another. How many do you think? Like 2 pitons were used? 3? What are
Probably
you
two.
thinking? 2. Got it. Getting low, but still got a few more left. I'm really glad I took this Dungeoneer's pack.
I almost always take the Dungeoneers, unless I'm playing like a cleric. Then I take the Acolyte pack or whatever.
It made sense thematically, is why I chose it. So I'm happy with my choice. I also, so once we get to the other side, I would like to investigate the ground looking for tracks.
Okay.
Hempen rope. Okay. Now we're good. Yep. Yeah. So I imagine that survival question mark or
Yes. Ty, I'm assuming you crossed as well.
I did, yeah. I just haven't moved my character,
Okay.
yeah.
You're fine.
it has a 14 on survival.
You do not see any tracks.
Am I staring into the abyss? Is there a wall here?
Our Druidar is wondering.
Sorry, I didn't see you sneak off.
You're good.
So it just looks like it was an ancient mining tunnel. That's about as far as it got. It dead ends into solid rock.
Coolio.
Nothing interesting that way, huh?
There's nothing out there. It's just mining. It's just old junk.
Look for the initials for Jules Verne. It'll lead us to the center of the earth.
So you're able to approach the island with minimal difficulty. There doesn't appear to be anything else. No snakes, no lizards or anything hanging out on the walls. It does not look like she shared her throne room here, her hoard room, with anyone.
All right. I also have a grappling hook, and I still have my 50-foot of rope. So I would like to attempt to throw that hook over and hook onto something, because the idea here is like Karl does not like this water. Water in a cave deep underground is scary.
No. Give me your grappling hook.
You got it? Okay, here you go.
And you got it attached to the rope?
Mhm.
Yep.
All right. I give it to my unseen servant. Make my unseen servant go over there
I
and
could have done that over on the other side too.
and have it tied around something to secure it.
Yeah, it crosses, jumps into the water, and swims over and ties it up, and you now have a secure line to the island.
Good job, Jarvis. Ta-da!
I could have done that.
But
And
you
then
did.
Karl try to scale either hand over hand or whatever, what have you, to cross the rope.
All right. Anybody wanting to cross? Give me an acrobatics check.
Acrobatics. 9 for Vinny.
15 for Karl.
15 for Tyee.
Everybody's making it across without issue, and Vinny, you get about halfway, and your hands start shaking, and next thing you know, you're plummeting into the dark waters below.
Ah!
Splash.
Oh, Vincent. What are you doing? Get up here.
I'd swim the
Perhaps
rest
he
of the
just
way.
felt he needed a bath.
Are the other two crossing?
No.
Okay. So Vincent, you're down in the water. What are you doing?
Try to swim out if I can.
You're able to swim out and follow kind of the same path that your unseen servant took earlier. You can see the little water track it left behind. And standing before you is quite the horde. It looks as if the dragon has been collecting tribute. You see the coins. A lot of them are dwarven coins marked with different dwarven runes, and there's quite a few different pieces of treasure here. There's some garnets. There's a very large black pearl that kind of stands out on the background of all the different gold coins. There's silver coins. There's what looks to be a one second, I can actually get a better description of this.
While I sense somebody is trying to get a better description of this, I am going to begin to ritually cast Detect Magic.
Several things light up around you. So one of the items that lights up around you is a rod that is wrapped with different kind of like nodules, like the wood's like turned in on itself a little bit, and at the end affixated to it is a blue crystal that is radiating energy.
Okay.
Spidey senses. There's also a great axe kind of sunk into the treasure towards the back. That even from this distance you can see just the way it glows. And it bears the mark of the smith. And half buried in some of the gold, you see a shield that glows. And you see 2 vials of different liquids that are glowing. Potions.
Okay. What kind of a check is it to check out the potions? Is Arcana?
Arcana, alchemy.
Identify works once if we haul back over.
Vesmir, there's all kinds of good stuff for you to identify over here.
Very good. When we set up camp, I will go over the pickings.
Guys, we could set up camp over here. It's nice and secure.
He has a point.
Talgar is
Vinny
kind of
took
iffy on crossing because he's not very acrobatic.
Well, would
Vinny
it
took
be
a dip.
athletics roll to get across?
The rope.
Feet of
It's
strength?
it's more wobbly than it is like just strength. But sure. Everybody else has gone across. You can use your strength check. Just gotta hold on to dear life. Plus, you're heavier than everybody else.
Well, that's a 13 for me.
You're able to slowly cross the way, but you do close the gap.
And it was 12 for Vesmir.
You as well. Meets beats.
Actually, Vesmir, we have a rod, shield, greatsword, some vials of liquid, and of course,
I'm very interested in the glowy shield.
You said there were some gems
Well, just look around. Look at all these things.
as
Yeah,
well.
there's 2 large garnets. There's a large black pearl.
Oh.
And then
Is it
a
a
considerable
pearl of
amount.
great price?
Potentially. You can see a significant amount of silver coins, a significant amount of gold coins mixed in with everything, as well as the items that I described. The great axe, 8 shields, and 2 potions. One potion looks very similar to the others that you've run into, that you've identified as a potion of healing.
How significant amount?
Yeah, we're looking for the
Oh,
ones in
I'm
zero.
sorry. I'm sorry. I thought you were poking around and doing something else. My apologies. There is 1,430 gold pieces in this pile, and 6,200 silver.
It's a lot of weight.
It is definitely more than you could carry.
How much silver again?
6,200.
Neat.
So even if we evenly distributed this, we wouldn't be able to carry it all?
Why don't you give me a rundown of how much you're already carrying? Or didn't y'all take the gold from the chest upstairs? That's like 2,000 something coins. Like, although we're not tracking coin weightage, there is a volume issue as far as your containers and how you're transporting things. And right now you're pretty loaded down.
Yes, we are.
I'm not personally carrying a whole lot of stuff other than some of the silver we picked up. I've got about 100 pounds to work with.
Well,
So-
I think we should drop the 3,000 or so copper and replace it with the gold.
The 3,000 copper's in my inventory, so I will happily drop that and grab gold.
Just throw your sack of pennies at the bank teller.
Pretty much.
I have 2,490 silver as well. That can probably go
Vesmir
away.
hasn't picked up, like, besides the 280 gold from the throne room, I haven't picked up any extra.
This would be easier to determine if we knew what the limit was for our ability to carry.
Yeah,
coins.
because we were just like, well, you take this slice and you get the biggest slice and you take the smaller slice.
Well,
I think at least the gold we should be able to probably split up and carry.
Well, if we pool all of our gold together along with this and divide it evenly, would that help?
That I was thinking, just tally up all the coin, and then once we get to the end, we kind of like, okay, all the gold is this, and then we can come up with the maximum that we all had, and you just fill it to max. Like start filling with gold first, because we would not take copper over gold.
right.
All
So
right.
I mean, like this is going to require you guys basically to fill up, every sack and backpack you have. To do it this way.
That would make us a major target and slow us down.
Well,
So
I'm
we
just
kind of
going
have
to
to pick
tally
and
up.
choose. If we had
If
a
we're
bag
just
of
triaging
holding,
it, if you're looking, sorry, if you're just wanting me to triage and tell you exactly how much you could carry out of here, is that what we're waiting on at the moment, or are y'all looking for a plan?
Well, I was going to work out how much we've got, and then
Well, I don't have like
You-
mechanics to work this out like exactly, so we have to kind of figure it out. I'm more
Like-
concerned with like how are we transporting this material? Because you get a sack of
Also-
orc cans,
Yep.
2 chest
Yep.
worth, which I would figure each chest would fill a backpack.
Yep.
So you have what, 3 backpacks left to work with?
yes.
Yeah, I'm not carrying much extra other than like a few little gems, and then silver that I can get rid of if need be.
also the black dragon scales would probably take up a lot of space.
Likely. That's what I was kind of thinking. We just pool it all and get it in a big pool. Then we're like, okay, we have 3,000 gold.
Right. So
And
we're
then
gonna
we
just.
gotta-
or my question is again, how are we transporting this? Are we just filling the backpacks with everything we can get?
Yes.
See an
Okay.
alternative. So yeah, it would
The
have to
items first, the
No.
jewels next, and then whatever gold we
be
can.
items, jewels. Yep. Yep.
Okay. So you'll have to leave the copper behind.
Yep.
And you can fit all but I'd say 2,000 of the silver.
Cool. So you said there was, yeah. All right. So
Someone do math.
I've actually I've been spreadsheeting it while we've been talking.
I kind of thought Seraphic was keeping track. He looked like as Callie was talking, I could see him noting.
So
A few numbers flying around his head.
no, I'm not good, like that good with numbers. I have to see it on a piece of paper, otherwise it won't work for me. But so if the silver would be 9,470 to take 2,000, so that's 7,470 silver, and the gold all up is 2,040. And then yeah, we don't worry with the copper. So
All right. So you are filled up. You've filled all your packs with this gold. What do you want to do?
We want to. I feel that this might be, as you said, Tyee, a good place to rest for the night. Maybe get some downtime.
It's good to know what these items are as well. I mean, we might need to get used to them. What do you say?
Yes. Exactly my thoughts. I would like to spend some time before we call it a night and try and identify these items. So, starting with I'll go in order that you listed them. The rod wrapped in wood turned in on itself with a blue crystal.
That is a wand of magic missiles.
That's amazing.
Cool. The great axe.
Memento.
It's one of the dwarf weapons.
Yeah, the great axe is a +2 great axe bearing Durgadin's smith mark.
Cool. The shield that glows.
That is a +1 shield, and these aren't. Neither one of those are like they don't have like spell components or attunement and stuff. I just used it to call out the items in the treasure hoard. I don't know if
Cool.
like plus weapons are magical weapons. I need to look that up. I have to look it
Well,
up. Every time.
I believe they might be magical weapons, but they don't require attunement unless they've got
Right.
some sort of magic ability.
I would absolutely love the shield if nobody has any objections.
If you're going to take the shield, would you mind if I could take the great axe? Because the great axe is a martial weapon. I have martial weapon proficiency. Like,
Yeah, I
I might
definitely don't
actually
need
use
that.
that.
Well, we did say that we were returning something, but we can work that out later. So you said there was one potion of healing.
It was a potion of healing, and then the other one is a potion of flying. It's a translucent liquid with impurities kind of floating in clouds at the top of the bottle.
Cool. 2 large garnets, black pearl. Cool. Okay. Sweet. Would anybody mind if I hold on to this wand? This seems to have some good arcane ability to it.
There's no even matches your color.
Very apt of you to notice. So the great axe, +2 great axe. Kalb's got +1 shield goes to Mindleak. Potion of healing. Give that to Mindleak. Vesmir will take the potion of flying unless anybody would like that. Did anybody want to grab the garnets or the large black pearl? Otherwise, I can just put that in my inventory.
You're the gem hoarder, so all yours.
Cool. I'll mark those down. Cool. That's that divided up. Cool.
All right. So, based on your observations and Tyee, you feeling confident with your investigation and passive perception skills, that it doesn't look like many creatures come down here, at least not on purpose.
Actually, I think this is a good place to get a little rest.
So you guys can, if you're taking a long rest, you can go ahead and cycle through the mechanics of that.
I would. Oh shit! I reset. I'll fix it. God damn it! Don't forget. Don't be like me. Uncheck reset.
Uncheck max hit HP on.
Nah, I remembered.
I didn't because I'm dumb.
Well, we weren't gonna say anything.
Oh.
Oh.
Tyee, when you looted the Durgers and there you found like a small flask of ale, there was an obsidian dart. Did we know about that, or have you sort of kept that?
I imagine I still have it. I don't have it in my inventory or anything listed, but I haven't given it no thought.
Well, okay, so for narration's sake, Vesmir is going to ask regarding the loot that you had picked up from the Durgers. So there was a sack with coinage, bottle of liquid which is transparent with a fingernail. Sorry, it was potion of hill giant strength, and there was a gold necklace with a large ruby set inside of it.
Yes.
Have you pulled that out? Like, would you have shared that, or no?
I did it in plain view, everybody.
Cool. Vesmir would like to ask for the obsidian dart.
Yes, you just have it. I don't know anything about this.
This is a spell component, so it will come in handy later down the track.
Oh, it's very good.
Yes, long rest.
All right.
All right. I'm not sure on the next move. I mean, does this cavern look like it has any exits outside the one we came in?
Looking around, it does not appear. Tyee, as you kind of peruse around as well, you notice that on the far back end of the cave, there looks to be an opening underwater that descends down into darkness.
I don't know how good of swimmers you are, but there appears to be a cabin underneath the water down towards the back of the cave.
Well, of all we're carrying, we're going to get down pretty quickly, but ain't going to come back up as easily.
I mean, the Vedalken very well known for being able to hold breath underwater, but I don't know how far we will get in this darkness. Is the water moving past us at a rapid rate, or is this a lake itself?
This is a kind of a lake down here, and then that looks to be what's been feeding the river below you. That and the waterfall that you passed on the ladder. But the source of this lake seems to be dripping from the ceiling, and potentially coming from some other source.
Okay.
Samir, you could scout it with your little magic buddy.
Yes, that would require some time and effort, though, but it can be done. Oh, do we actually notice the pathway to the left around the water, or does the water go underneath?
For narration's sake, basically you're able to kind of determine that the water just disappears into the, basically butts up against the back wall of this. There's not a path that leads any further.
Gotcha. But we would have to find out if the water tunnels away from it at all.
Yeah, like you can definitely see that there is some type of underwater tunnel.
Well, if you want to wait here, then I can certainly have a look.
Yeah, I think that's a good idea.
Would in Vesmir's knowledge, like he knows the rat can't necessarily swim underwater, but would it need to hold its breath as a fey creature essentially? Or would it be able to have it attached to his shoulder, like holding on for dear life as he swam through?
Are you asking if your rat can swim?
If my rat
Or-
can hold its breath.
Yeah, it would have to hold on to you because it can't really swim. But
Yeah, that's fine. I would say I would get it to claw into
same rules
my.
of drowning would apply to it.
That's what I was asking.
Yeah.
But I mean, if I snapped it in and out of the Fey realm, would I be able to circumvent that problem?
No.
Okay. Gentlemen, this will require some time, but if you bear with me, then I can change my familiar into something that will survive the water.
You have the match that Vinny got you.
That is greatly appreciated. This is exactly what I was talking about, and this will help all of us. Got a spreadsheet with them all on there. I'm just going to bring that up. There it is.
How long does that take ritual cast? An hour?
I think it takes an hour for me to ritual cast, yes.
Okay.
Cool. Octopus has dark vision, so I am going to create an octopus. It has its swim speed of 30 feet. What else? It can hold its breath for 30 minutes.
Okay.
And underwater camouflage, it has advantage on stealth checks made while underwater. And yeah, cool. So, spend the hour to create the octopus, and I get it to. I tell it to be stealthy because we don't know what's down there, and I place it in the water, and it rolls. It swims ahead.
Okay. So it moves towards the back of the cavern, and you're seeing through its eyes, I'm assuming.
Yes.
And there's no range limit on seeing through its eyes. You just can't issue any further commands after a certain point.
I believe it's 100 feet.
Okay. And what is your orders to it? Just go down there and be careful and scout. Like, how far do you want it to go?
I'd go travel for a good 5-10 minutes. And unless you come to a dead end, then come back. Or if you find any sort of treasures, then investigate them and then come back.
Okay. So it paddles off into the darkness, and beneath the surface of this pool is an underwater passage. It begins making its way through that passage. It's a large passage, and the current is pushing against it, as if it's being fed from something further up the passageway. After a good 10 minutes or so, it emerges about 700 feet on the other side. And up above, you can see the faint blue of daylight kind of filtering through the lake that you have emerged into.
Cool. And that's all that it sees. Nothing else of interest.
Few fish.
Gotcha. Well, if it's done 5-10 minutes of travel, then and found daylight, it would come back to me. We just wait for it.
Comes back.
I obviously relay this information back to the party as well.
So it sounds like that's a quick way out.
Yes, but there might be some more dwarven treasures to be found when we investigate to the west where we came from.
To the west?
Yes.
You
So
mean
when we came down the ladder, we chose east and we came to this place, and then the water runs.
That little bit of map that's not been explored.
Yep.
Yeah, it just leads to a dead end. It's just flavor stuff.
After
down
half an hour or half a campaign of going over there, we find a dead end and come all the way back. And
there. Yeah, you've explored everything on this level. There's to discover.
Well, I don't fancy necessarily getting wet, and I'm sure there was several caverns we missed where there might be some more orcs that need taken care of. I put my hand forward to say that we head back up and out.
probably safer because with this weight and fighting against that current and then trying to surface, that's going to be a challenge in itself. So
Fair enough.
Don't we have like a potion of water breathing, or is that the other campaign?
We do, but that's one potion, so it would work for one.
But if we just all take a swig, we can breathe just long enough to get through the thing.
You're rationing it out, like methadone.
We
Lick
actually
the
have,
inside of the bottle. Ah!
we actually have two potions.
So what if we cut out the bladder of the dragon and use it like an air sac so that two people can kind of tug us along down the tunnel?
So Dragon Corpse submarine. I kind of love this.
You could try.
You could try.
Now let's just head back out.
So, where would the party like to go?
From what I remember, the level above this, we cleared everything out before we came down here, but the level above that, which was the initial cavern, we had left some rooms unexplored.
I don't think we left any stone unturned.
No, we definitely did. From the mushroom room before we came into the dwarven area.
Way back up that way?
Yes.
Is that place even there still? I mean, gosh, the world's so different now.
I think
know,
the
right?
plan is to play it safe and head out and go at least as far as the mushrooms and then see if there's
Like,
anything we
can.
missed.
I would say we would narration purpose fast track to that location. I do remember there was rooms that we left closed where we heard sounds of chains rattling behind them.
Oh, right. Yeah. I do remember that now. Yeah, cool.
Right, so we're going to the big cavernous mushroom area?
Yes.
Okay. In that case, we're going to be on Mountain 3.
Actually, that was the first level above this one, I think. But I know this level we also hadn't fully explored because we went. There's
So not
two
not
areas.
this level?
No, this is right.
one
This is right.
Okay.
we haven't fully explored to the north, and then up these stairs, we hadn't fully explored that area either.
Okay.
I mean, if the party's like, yeah, we've done enough, we think we killed the orcs, I'm happy to continue on. Otherwise, I really want to run through the maze.
So you mean like right where I'm at right now?
Yeah, way over the north, the passage.
Yep.
Okay. Is that where everybody's going to go?
Yep, I'm going to teleport to him.
All right. Bear with me for a moment. I have to go get something.
This feels like it was so long ago.
I know, right? But game logic for me, I can't not want to explore it.
Right. I think Kalbren went to go to sleep or something. I don't know what he's doing. Just peacing out.
That's all right. We'll give Callie some time to find his notes on these older levels.
Sorry about that.
All right. So several passageways kind of branch out. You explored most of the others. This one leads to the north. It's a square-mouthed kind of tunnel, and it shows that someone has been at work in these caves. Let's see here. You can see it's about 500 feet. And all of that's been done. Sorry, I'm going to read back through here because y'all killed a lot of things.
No worries.
You did that. There we go. Okay, so that was a lot of work for nothing. This passageway just continues heading off. You can tell that the excavating that was done long ago and by unskilled hands. It doesn't have the same kind of expert precision that the dwarf mining has that you've come to recognize from your exploring the rest of this place.
Interesting. Just gonna make my way. See some chains here.
Okay, so for narration's sake, you continue following the path. It goes quite a ways. It does look like it was excavated quite a long time ago. And leads to a entrance into the base of Stonetooth Mountain. You come to the end of exploring this long passageway, emerge into a sunlit afternoon, surrounded by the trees of the forest.
Oh, is this another way into the mountain? If we
Yes.
couldn't have gotten through the stone doors. Right.
Basking in the sunlight for a little bit.
Oh, it's good to be out of that empty cave. What a zoo.
We're-
Don't know. Don't know. I rather enjoyed the darkness.
Yes, you do seem to be one with the shadows, that's for sure.
I haven't been moonbeamed in a while, so it's good to get a tan again.
As well, you just asked nicely.
So, that is that passageway, basically.
Okay. I
it
think
now
there's
we-
a couple other little passageways that we missed, but I know for sure that on the level above is where we really wanted to clear out, so I don't think we'll...
Yeah, how can we go? How can we go up the next level?
1 second. That'd be Mountain Door 2.
Now, the real
So we're
question
at
is,
the
when we
top
get to
of
the
the
Baron,
list.
are we going to give up what we found?
Yeah, there's this middle space here that I think we're interested in.
Yeah, the corridor.
think I got everybody. Yeah. Sorry, where to?
Right here in the northern hallway.
There's also the eastern door as well for later.
Right.
Okay.
I think Talgar should do what Talgar does best.
Oh yes, Talgar, door please.
Talgar opens the door. Or tries to, I guess.
Fuckers, hold on.
Yeah, no worries. I know what it's like to have to sit through shitloads of notes, so take time. Pain in the butt.
There we go. All right, so you kick open the door. And beyond the door lies a small chamber covered in poorly cured animal hides. There are torches on the walls and bronze scones. The smell is indescribable. But other than that, the room is empty. There are 2 hooks on the floor that chains attached to, and what look to have been collars of some type on the ends of the chain. But whatever occupied this room is no longer present.
Anything in these chests here?
As a matter of fact, they're roll a 1d4.
Three.
So it looks like whatever was in these chests were taken in a hurry. You find like 5 silver and a gold coin kind of around the chest. The chest itself wasn't locked or anything. And back in the corner, it looks like whoever left in a hurry overlooked a potion in a bottle.
Interesting. Somebody fled this room. We could have swore we heard noises in here earlier.
Well, we have been underground for several days, so it's possible that they found their murdered folly friends and decided this
yes.
was not the place for them.
Certainly. Hey, Talgar, what about this door?
The potion is brown, silver, and gray and has layers resembling bands of stone. All right, then we're over that way. Barrels, crates, and sacks line the walls of this chamber. This looks to have been some orc loot. Again, it looks like somebody or several somebodies recently kind of gone through it. There's spilt flour on the floor. There's straw grain containers. The room is fairly simply furnished. It looks to serve as some type of bunk room. All right, roll me another 1d4, somebody.
A 1.
So it looks that there's an old iron cauldron under the vermin-infested kind of bedding that make up one of the bunks, and a small leather pouch that contains 210 gold pieces that somebody overlooked when leaving in a hurry.
All right. All right. Vesmir, do you have that for your tally?
How much was it? Sorry.
It's 210 gold.
Yeah. To tie this on your belt, you are quite laden down.
The potion you found, the brown silver gray, we have one of those already. That is a potion of climbing.
Oh, interesting.
I can
What?
hold on to that for you if you'd like.
Yeah, certainly. Here, here you go. Thank you. As you know, gentlemen, I think that I think it might be in our best interest to leave from the other exit that we just found.
Do we know our way back to
From
town
the
from
other
there?
entrance?
That's from the other exit.
Oh,
You're talking about the doors that we came in on this level, or the ones below?
The ones below.
Sure.
Well, it looks like it's possible the remaining orcs kind
So
of
you're
looted.
exiting Stone Tooth Mountain?
Yes.
So you
the
emerge
mine.
into... Yeah, from the mine. So you emerge into the forest. It's probably like 1 or so in the afternoon. It's a cool breeze coming off of the northern mountains, filtering through the forest and trees. Birds are chirping. Nothing seems out of place or amiss.
well, fellas, at the very least, we can make our way back to Alphon for these orc hands, as I jiggle the bag of orc hands.
Or do they jiggle now?
Well, I mean, they wiggle around a little.
More like sloshing.
They're
They
probably
stink a little bit.
Indeed.
They stink a lot. You all stink a lot. And now being in the forest with the fresh air coming off the mountains, the troglodyte filth, the mushroom spores, like all the stuff that you've trudged through, the acid, like you guys definitely don't smell like roses, and are quite the sight to behold.
I want to cast Druid craft.
Okay.
That predicts what the weather will be at for our location for the next 24 hours.
And I just cleaned myself up with prestidigitation, so
Partly
So-
cloudy in the 70s.
Partly cloudy in the 70s. Oh, it should be a lovely day. It should be very nice. Very good for traveling.
Does anybody know which way to the village? I could probably try to figure that out.
I feel that you are the best one to track this.
Yeah, so that's the idea. Is Karl will try to discern. The intent here is to get back to
Yeah.
Blassingdale.
Throw me a survival check.
Moonweaver guide you.
With
So that
guidance,
would be a +4.
if needed.
A
On-
D4.
A D4.
Yeah.
Oh well, that's a natural 17 for a 22. Probably not needed.
Within an hour and a half or two, you find the path that you came in on. And I assume the party's headed back towards the town.
Yes.
Okay. The journey with you laden down as well as much as you are will take a full day, and the rest of this one requiring an overnight journey, or stopping to camp somewhere in the forest. And I think that that's a good place for us to pick up next week.
Yay!
And the party has reached level 5. Congratulations on killing a dragon.
Ding.